Here's a thought. What if that small issue you've been ignoring could actually snowball into something life-changing? Prostate health isn't just some boring medical topic, it's the quiet cornerstone of a man's well-being. Yet, most men treat it like an afterthought until they're jolted awake by sleepless nights, endless trips to the bathroom, or worse, a doctor's grim face delivering news they never expected. Here's the kicker. Most of these problems are preventable, and the solution might be simpler than you think. Let's get real. No one wants to think about prostate issues. It's uncomfortable, maybe even embarrassing. But here's the truth. The longer you ignore the signs, the bigger the risks. From chronic pain that ruins your daily rhythm to kidney damage or even prostate cancer, the stakes couldn't be higher. The good news? Understanding what's happening inside your body is the first step to reclaiming your health and your peace of mind. This isn't just about avoiding disaster. It's about taking control before control is taken from you. You'll uncover the hidden risks, the warning signs you shouldn't ignore, and practical steps to protect yourself. Ready to learn what no one else is telling you? Let's dive in. Imagine the frustration of needing to urinate but feeling like you're stuck in an endless loop of weak streams and incomplete relief. That's not just an inconvenience. It's your body's way of waving a red flag about prostate health. Ignoring these signs often leads to more frequent bathroom visits, especially at night. It's not unusual for men to wake up 3, 4, even 5 times, disrupting their sleep and overall energy levels. And let's face it, nobody likes dragging themselves through the day exhausted just because their prostate has other plans. As the issue progresses, things can take a turn for the worse. Incomplete bladder emptying can make you feel like you're carrying around a heavy load all day long. It can also lead to the dreaded double voiding experience, where you go to the restroom, think you're done, and then feel the urge minutes later. A good way to manage this early on is to practice timed voiding, setting regular intervals for bathroom visits to retrain the bladder. While this helps temporarily, it's no substitute for tackling the root cause, prostate issues that are silently escalating. Left unchecked, these urinary problems can evolve into severe complications like urinary retention, where it becomes nearly impossible to urinate without medical intervention. Imagine being stuck in a situation where a catheter becomes your lifeline. Not a pretty picture, right? This is why it's crucial to address prostate health early, long before such drastic measures become necessary. But urinary problems are just the beginning. There's a lot more happening beneath the surface. When prostate health is neglected, it's not just urinary problems you need to worry about. Prostate inflammation, or prostatitis, can pave the way for recurrent infections that seem to come and go like an unwanted guest who doesn't get the hint. These urinary tract infections, UTIs, often feel like burning when you pee, accompanied by an incessant urgency that disrupts your day. Imagine being at a meeting or out with friends, constantly thinking about finding the nearest restroom. Chronic infections can even lead to fever, fatigue, and a general sense of being unwell, keeping you from enjoying life. The worst part about these infections? They're stubborn. Once they become chronic, they don't just disappear with a quick round of antibiotics. Bacteria can embed themselves in the prostate tissue, creating a cycle of flare-ups that leave you frustrated and physically drained. A natural way to support your body alongside medical treatment is by increasing hydration and incorporating anti-inflammatory foods like berries, spinach, and turmeric into your diet. These small changes can make a big difference, but they're no substitute for addressing the root issue. Chronic infections can snowball into even bigger health risks if left untreated. They weaken the immune system and open the door to other complications, like abscesses in the prostate or kidney damage from recurrent bacterial exposure. It's like ignoring a small leak in your roof. Eventually, it causes the whole house to fall apart. And speaking of things falling apart, infections aren't the only way prostate issues can wreak havoc. Prostate issues don't just stay confined to urinary troubles or infections, they can bring along a persistent, nagging pain that sets up camp in your daily life. This discomfort often radiates to the pelvic region, lower back, or even the groin, making simple activities like sitting down for long periods feel unbearable. Imagine trying to enjoy a road trip or just sit through a work meeting while constantly shifting in your chair to find relief. It's not just physical discomfort, it takes a toll mentally, wearing down your patience and focus over time. This pain isn't random. It's a clear sign that prostate inflammation or another underlying issue is progressing. For some, it may feel like dull aches, while for others, it can resemble sharp, shooting sensations that disrupt even the most mundane tasks. Regular stretching, gentle yoga poses like the child's pose, or warm sitz baths can provide temporary relief. However, these methods only soothe the surface problem. They don't address the ongoing inflammation or chronic prostate health concerns causing the pain. Over time, untreated chronic pain can snowball into lifestyle limitations, forcing you to avoid activities you once loved. Whether it's a weekend game of golf or just playing with your kids or grandkids, this constant ache doesn't give you a pass. And the frustrating thing? Pain like this often comes bundled with other complications, like blockages that can lead to even more serious problems, ones that could jeopardize more than just your comfort. When prostate issues go unchecked, the damage isn't limited to discomfort or inconvenience. It can start creeping into more critical areas, like your kidneys. Blockages caused by an enlarged or inflamed prostate can create a dangerous backup of urine. Imagine your plumbing system at home getting clogged. The water can't flow freely, and pressure starts to build up. Now apply that scenario to your body. This backflow can harm the kidneys, leading to infections, swelling, and even permanent damage if not addressed. Kidney damage doesn't happen overnight, but it's a serious consequence of ignoring prostate health. It often begins subtly, with signs like fatigue, swelling in the legs or feet, or changes in urine color, things easy to dismiss as minor inconveniences. Yet, these could be your kidneys signaling distress. To protect them, drinking plenty of water is key, but it's not enough on its own. Addressing the root cause, prostate issues, is the only way to prevent further harm. Regular medical checkups can catch these problems early, long before they escalate. If left untreated, this cycle of damage can lead to kidney failure, a life-altering condition that requires dialysis or even a transplant. And here's the thing. Kidney damage doesn't just impact your health. It affects your independence, lifestyle, and even your ability to work or travel. What starts as a simple urinary issue can spiral into a complex, debilitating problem. But this isn't the only domino waiting to fall. There's an even more immediate threat that men often overlook. When prostate problems are left to fester, they can escalate into medical emergencies that demand swift and invasive action. One of the most alarming outcomes is acute urinary retention, where the bladder becomes so blocked that it's impossible to urinate. Picture being in excruciating pain, unable to empty your bladder, and suddenly finding yourself in the ER, with a catheter being the only immediate solution. It's a scenario that no one wants to face, but it's all too common when prostate health is ignored. Emergency surgeries often become necessary to resolve these situations, whether it's relieving the blockage or removing part of the prostate itself. These procedures, while life-saving, come with risks like infection, bleeding, or complications that can affect long-term urinary and sexual function. For many men, The aftermath of surgery feels like trading one problem for another. This is why early intervention, whether through lifestyle changes or medical advice, is critical. Something as simple as monitoring symptoms and seeking regular checkups can help you avoid these drastic outcomes. What makes this situation even more frustrating is how preventable it often is. Catching prostate issues early and taking action, like dietary changes, staying active, or consulting a specialist, can save you from such emergencies. The truth is, no one plans for surgery, but ignoring the signs stacks the odds against you. And if the thought of surgery doesn't sound concerning enough, there's an even more significant risk looming in the background. Ignoring prostate health doesn't just lead to discomfort or inconvenience. It can cost you time, options, and potentially your life. Prostate cancer often starts quietly, without dramatic symptoms, allowing it to grow unchecked. Imagine going about your daily routine, unaware of the silent threat developing. For many men, the first noticeable sign comes too late, when the cancer has already advanced. Early detection is key, yet it's impossible to catch what you don't actively look for. The risks of ignoring regular prostate checkups are steep. Prostate cancer detected in its early stages has an excellent prognosis, with treatments ranging from non-invasive therapies to minimal interventions. However, once it progresses, options become more aggressive and life-altering, such as radiation or even surgical removal of the prostate. These treatments often come with side effects like incontinence or erectile dysfunction, drastically impacting quality of life. A simple routine screening, such as a PSA blood test, could spare you from these challenges. What's most alarming is how often men downplay the importance of monitoring prostate health, seeing it as something to deal with later. But later can quickly turn into a crisis, robbing you of choices and control. Prostate cancer isn't just a health risk, it's a thief of peace of mind and years you could otherwise spend thriving. And while cancer is the ultimate wake-up call, the path to avoiding it starts long before symptoms ever appear. Now that you understand the risks of ignoring prostate health, the question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you willing to let something as preventable as urinary problems, chronic pain, or even kidney damage control your life? Or worse, are you ready to risk the possibility of prostate cancer sneaking up on you because you didn't take action when you had the chance? The truth is, these aren't just old man problems, they're wake-up calls. So, what's stopping you from making a change? Maybe it's fear, maybe it's procrastination, or maybe you're just unsure where to start. But here's the thing, starting is simpler than you think. Book that checkup. Learn about your body. Take steps to protect what's yours. Every day you wait, you're rolling the dice with your health, and trust me, the odds aren't in your favor. If this information resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments. What's your biggest takeaway? Or what's one step you'll take starting today? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss another life-changing tip. Together, we'll keep building a healthier future, starting now.